gosh, there's a family of turkeys crossing the highway. Hey ladies, it's Jennifer here with Jennifer C. LuLaRoe. I'm actually going to be doing a second attempt at this video. I tried, let's see, today's Monday, so Friday morning as I was on my way to a former consultant's house to talk with them about their experience with LuLaRoe, and I apparently spent the entire video shooting out in front of me, so you were seeing what I'm seeing as I'm driving as opposed to seeing me, so I didn't think it would make a great video. Regardless, I am trying it again. We'll see how this goes. So I'm pretty excited. For those of you who don't know what LuLaRoe is, it is a up-and-coming fashion company. They produce very stylish, cute, fun, but super, super comfortable clothing. And the atmosphere around the clothing is just so energetic, so exciting. The women are great. The owners of the company are all about empowering women and, you know, have really, really good values, which I appreciate. But I can get into all of that at another time. I did want to take a couple of minutes to introduce myself and to share in where I'm at in the journey and to share my excitement and I don't know, just do a little sneak peek at what hopefully will be coming over the next couple of months. And I am currently in the Q, so I am an official Q Club member. The Q basically is a wait list. LuLaRoe's popularity has exploded in the last couple of months, and as a result, there's actually my understanding is an 8 to 12 week wait right now between signing up and officially becoming onboarded. So I am in the wait process of that. I signed up a week ago, so I now have between 7 and 11 weeks left to go. There are opportunities to potentially win the chance to onboard sooner through things such as attending webinars and training sessions that LuLaRoe has to offer, although I haven't looked into that a ton, so I don't want to give any incorrect information. So I'm not going to really talk about that much in this video. What I do want to talk about is what's been going on over the last couple of days and my why. The company is huge about women's why question. Why did we start? Why LuLaRoe? Why, excuse me, I'm driving, so can't quite look at you ladies. Need to pay attention to the road. But anyways, they really want to know what our why is. So I'll start with my why, and then I'll fill you in on what's been going on. Today is July 18th, 2016, and a little over 2 months ago, I should know 2 months and 15 days ago, I gave birth to my identical twin daughters, Grace Elizabeth and Ellen Noel. Though they were stillborn, I was 6 months pregnant, and for like 2.5 to 3 months, we were battling twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome. But needless to say, the last couple months have been very difficult for me and my family. My husband and I have been trying to figure out, you know, where our life is now taking us since this huge change has happened. We were expecting twins, and then overnight, we were no longer expecting twins. So I was lost. I was having a really hard time figuring out who I was again. I was defining myself as the soon-to-be mother of 2 little girls, and that was my identity. But I struggled a lot those last couple of months, and one of the first opportunities that I actually had to get out of the house and feel normal and be around women and see some friends, I was invited to a LuLaRoe pop-up boutique, and I was of course crazy nervous. This group of women I did not know. The only one that I knew was my girlfriend that I was going with, and she is part of a MOPS group. So these were all members of her MOPS group. MOPS is Mothers of Preschoolers. But I knew the question was going to come up, you know, do you have kids, that kind of a thing. So anyways, I was super, super nervous, didn't know what to expect. Wasn't too familiar with what LuLaRoe was, but I was excited to get out of the house and feel normal for a night. So I went. just the energy, the excitement, the enthusiasm. You know, we're all trying on all these great styles. I was having, and still am having, some body image issues. I, of course, have a 2-month postpartum body, and carrying twins who had a pregnancy complication. I got really, really big really fast, so I'm having a hard time losing some of that weight, which is common. And just, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling good about myself. And throwing on some of these clothes, the maxis, and their leggings, and the Irma tunic, I absolutely fell in love with the Irma. And I don't know, I had a smile back to me that I hadn't had in a while. I looked at myself in the mirror and felt good. I was wearing non-maternity clothes for the first time since, you know, I don't know, whenever the last time I was wearing regular clothes during the pregnancy. They were cute, they were fun, they were stylish, and they were super comfortable. So, like I said, I was hooked. I left that party with 5 pairs of leggings. Let me think. Yeah, 5 pairs of leggings, 2 skirts, and then 2 different color Irmas. And I knew right then and there that I needed to look more into the company. So, did a ton of research. I actually not only perused YouTube, so thank you for stopping by my video. If that's the purpose of you watching this, is you're in the decision-making process. But the one thing that I also did is I reached out to consultants in my local area. I live in Connecticut. LuLaRoe is still, you know, on the newer side in Connecticut. It's been here for, you know, probably a year and a half, almost 2 years now, but still fairly new. It's not as widespread as it is in some other parts of the country. So I wanted to touch base with different advisors to see what their experience was. What was important to me was to not only to reach out to current consultants, but also to reach out to former consultants. So I did that. Some got back to me, some didn't. You know, there's always different personality types and different motivating factors. I was upfront with all of them that I was looking for a team to join, that I was not necessarily committing with you because I was talking to you. Most understood that. With anything in life, you need to do what's best for yourself. So don't sign up under a sponsor just because she happens to be the first person that you speak to. You really need to make sure that your personalities click, or their style of having a team fits what your vision is. Because again, this is your business. This is something that you're committing to. There's a large investment involved, and you need to really put yourself first and put what you need first. And going with a sponsor that you're not comfortable with, you know, to me wasn't a good first move. So anyways, talked to a bunch of really, really wonderful ladies. I did end up finding an amazing sponsor with a lot in common. It was just, I could just tell it was going to be a really good fit. So I'm super excited to be part of her team. Let's see, last week I was also in touch with, coincidentally, the very first LuLaRoe consultant in the state of Connecticut. She was amazing to talk to. She was down to earth, she was grounded, she was very honest with her start and what her pros and her cons were, what her hurdles were, the things that, you know, she thinks could have been different in terms of the company. Now keep in mind, the company's only 3 years old, so at this point they were still fairly new. They were still testing the waters. They were still, you know, dealing with this overnight explosion of growth. So there were a lot of stock issues, things like that. But a lot of those issues they have addressed, which was really important for me to find out. I didn't want to join a company that was already having problems. So any of the things that they had were all, you know, little blips that you would expect for a company to have the overnight, you know, sensation that these guys had. So, you know, I understood. Everybody has to grow and adapt and change. Businesses, people, relationships, I mean, you name it. So who was I to judge and to not do something because they were learning? So Friday, when I attempted this video the first time, I was on my way to Terry's house to actually go through her remaining inventory and to chat with her some more, and I was just so excited. I was just, I don't know, I was jumping out of my skin in the car on the way there. I couldn't help but just pop on the video and do a quick talk to you guys, which is why it didn't work out. I didn't plan it really well. So getting to her house, going through her inventory, chatting with her, just again going over some pros and cons. I really felt like this was something that was put in my path for a reason. And whether that reason is to get me through the next 6 months to a year and come out the other side and have more self-confidence, a better body image, meet new women, gain this new experience, or if the intention is that this is something I'm meant to do more long-term, I'm open to anything. I'm really going in with an open mind and an open heart and seeing what happens. So very excited about that. I did end up buying her inventory, so I'm just starting to go through that and organize it. So where do I go from here? I'm going to be doing some weekly videos, just kind of updating what I've been doing, supplies I've been buying, what my plan is. I'm going to be doing a room in my house that's dedicated to LuLaRoe. I'm not going to go too much more into what I've been up to, so I will do another video later today and hopefully get that edited and get them both up in the next day or two. And in that I will talk about some of the really amazing finds and deals that I have found for the LuLaRoe supplies. In addition to, of course, inventory, I need a way to display them, sell them, organize them, ship them, package them, market myself online. Like, I will be doing that video hopefully later today. I am wearing LuLaRoe today. You can't see it right now. I have their leggings on. Oh my gosh, there's a family of turkeys crossing the highway. Okay, sorry. I do have LuLaRoe on right now. I have leggings, just a fun, cute pair of leggings, like I said, that I bought at that pop-up show. And said, hopefully that picture's right there. All right, ladies, I will be talking to you all soon. Bye. So, I don't know. This part will definitely be edited out because I just completely lost my train of thought. This part will probably be edited out too. I need to get better at these videos.